All right, here we go. Hi, good morning, everyone, and welcome. My name is Gary O'Donnell. I am Director of Education, and we want to welcome you here today for this very important and very exciting announcement. Before I introduce the many guests that are here today, I want to welcome our students and staff at St. Anthony's. We are able to live stream this to them, so some of them may have chosen to watch this event. So we are very excited about this, and with the joy of technology, we're able to have you join us today. So welcome to the students and staff. We have lots of people here today, very important guests, and we're very excited that they're here. So I'm going to formally introduce all of our guests, and then we'll get started with the announcement. So first, I want to introduce and say welcome to the pastor of St. Anthony, Father Thomas. Welcome, Father. It's a pleasure for you to join us always. A very special guest today is the Honorable Lisa Thompson, the MPP for Huron-Bruce and the Minister of Government and Consumer Services. Thank you very much for joining us today. We have the Mayor of Kincardine, His Worship, Jerry Glover. Thank you, Mayor, for joining us today. And the Chief Administrative Officer for the Municipality of Kincardine, Sharon Chambers. We have the Chair of our Board of Trustees here today from the Bruce Grey Catholic District School Board, Laurie DeCastri. And we have many of our trustees here. I'm just going to mention our trustees. I know some are here and some have not been able to make it. But we have the Vice Chair of our board, Norm Bethune. Beverly Eckensweiler, past chair of our board and past president of the Ontario Catholic School Trustees Association. Linda Strader, Mike Lemmy, and Robin Garvey make up our trustees. So thank you to them for joining us and for their leadership. From our board, we have Alicia Lantz, who is the superintendent of business. We have Al Hasty, who is the manager of facility services. And then from our academic staff, we have Mike Bethune, superintendent of education. Alex Van Bergen, Superintendent of Education, and Kathy DeGuy, who is a superintendent and is not able to join us today. And then we have Stacy Hogg as well from our senior team as the Executive Manager of Human Resources. We have the administrative team from St. Anthony's, Samantha Pete, the principal of St. Anthony's Catholic School, and Paul DeVono, the vice principal. And we have the co-chairs from our parent council, Maureen Offner and Aaron Simmons. Thank you very much for your work in supporting our school community. We also have Kristen Fry, the president of the Ontario English Catholic Teachers Association Elementary Panel. Thank you, Kristen, for joining us today. And we have Kathy McClellan from SRM Architects. Cindy Jefferson is the manager of childcare from the YMCA. Sarah Cowley, executive director of the YMCA. Shay Fields, YMCA Child Care Supervisor, and Brenda Wright, YMCA Team Lead. Thank you to the staff from the YMCA for joining us today. And from early on, we have Kathy Johnson and Angela Hazelwood as well. And then from Bruce County, we have Tina Metcalf, Children's Services Manager, and Christine McDonald, Director of Human Services for Bruce County. Thank you very much for your presence here today. I thank you all as community partners. We know that working in community is what supports our students, our staff, and our families. So we're graced by your presence today, and thank you for joining us. At this time, I would like to formally call Lisa Thompson, the honorable member from Huron-Bruce, to provide an important announcement for us. Thank you, Lisa, for joining us today.
Well, thank you so much, Gary. And it is a pleasure to be with everyone this morning. And hello to everyone in Kincardine and to the St. Anthony's family. You know, it's amazing how time flies. And over the years, I've had the pleasure of attending St. Anthony's for graduations, the breakfast program, as well as witnessing just, I guess in the last year I guess it's relative to COVID, prior to COVID, witnessing the Reading Recovery Program in action. There is amazing spirit and effort that goes into everything in the St. Anthony's family. And I am really excited today to share with everyone on behalf of Premier Ford and our Education Minister, Stephen Lecce, that we will be making a $10.7 million investment in, finally, in St. Anthony's to provide new quality learning environment for students and a wonderful place for every family associated with St. Anthony's to call their own. And this investment is also going to include new childcare rooms as well. You know, we all appreciate how Kincardine and area is growing in leaps and bounds, and we need to make sure that our education system is growing right along with the community. So that's why it is an absolutely fantastic day in the riding of Huron-Bruce, in the county of Bruce, specifically the community of Kincardine, to be able to share this special announcement with the Bruce Grey Catholic School Board. And I have to tell everyone watching today, you have amazing leadership at the Bruce Grey Catholic School Board, and that filters right through to the entire team at St. Anthony's. And so it is absolutely an honor to be able to make this official. Congratulations, you have been patient, and good things come to those who wait. And I know this redevelopment is in very good hands. Back to you, Gary.
Thank you very much, Minister Thompson. We want to thank you for your support of this project and the work that you have done to support securing the funding. It is a long process, and you have been behind us 100%, and we truly appreciate that. Now I'd like to call on the Mayor of the municipality of Kincardine, Mayor Jerry Glover. Welcome, Mayor.
Thank you very much, Director, and to Minister Thompson, all those joining on the call today. This truly is a remarkable day. On behalf of the municipality of Kincardine and members of council, I'd like to thank the Bruce Grey Catholic District School Board, the provincial government, and Minister Thompson for the continued support of our community. The last 50 months have seen devastating impacts on our community, including children and parents. Schools and childcare are essential and critical to children's success in life. And as we move into full recovery, we recognize that we will need to emerge in a better position to support our families. This funding is welcome news to help our schools and our community in these challenging times. We'd like to offer that investments in children and youth will greatly benefit their development, learning, and well-being. And while these investments in childcare and learning have interconnected impacts, they include, but they're not limited to, economic productivity, labor force success, women's equality and cohesion, and safe communities. Again, we'd like to take this opportunity to thank you for providing funding to St. Anthony's Catholic School, which will improve, as Minister Thompson mentioned, childcare rooms, expansion of the gymnasium, improvements to parking access for parent drop-offs, and for additional classroom capacity. Again, on behalf of the municipality of Kincardine and council, thank you for investing in our children, investing in the future growth and success of our community. So thank you again for having us here today, and congratulations on the job well done.
Thank you very much, Mayor. It really is a great day for Kincardine and for the students of the St. Anthony's community. So we appreciate your presence here today. Thank you very much. It gives me a great pleasure to call upon the chair of our board, Laurie DeCastri, to say a few words. And thank you, Laurie, for your leadership through this project as well.
Thank you, Gary, and congratulations on your new role, Mayor Glover. Welcome to everyone today, and good morning, and thank you for joining us virtually. I, like many here today, have watched St. Anthony's grow steadily over the years. This is a very exciting announcement for our Catholic school community. By adding these classrooms and childcare spaces here at St. Anthony's, we're adding a stronger sense of community to our area. With the additional spaces, we'll be able to invite more families from Kincardine and surrounding area to our school to educate their children in a right-sized, up-to-date school environment. And as a former St. Anthony's parent, I'm especially excited to hear about the plan for the improved parking and the safer kiss and ride drop-off area. I also want to take a second to thank Minister Lecce and Premier Ford and the government for funding the additional space here at St. Anthony's in Kincardine. And I specifically want to acknowledge Alicia Lance, Al Hasty, and their teams for their dedication and their efforts, for with which we would not be here today. Although this is virtual, I'm definitely in my own community where I have raised my daughter and I've been happy to call home. This is my parish and this is the school that you're seeing. When I reflected on what I might want to say here today, thank you. And I'm so excited. It just didn't seem to say enough. But, you know, anyone who knows me knows I'll find a good quote that says it all. So I think I might have nailed it here with a quote from our sainted Pope John Paul II. He said, "Remember the past with gratitude, live the present with enthusiasm, and look forward to the future with confidence." I think I'm hitting all three of those marks right here, right now, today. And I'm pretty confident that I won't be the only one who can't wait to break ground and invite everyone back for the ribbon cutting ceremony. So again, thank you all for being here. And as Minister Thompson said, hopefully it'll be on the sunny shores when we reopen. Thank you.
Thank you, Chair DeCastri. Again, thank you for your leadership, and it is an exciting day, so thank you very much. As Chair DeCastri mentioned, Alicia Lantz, our Superintendent of Business, has been spearheading this project for many years, and through a lot of hard work and effort and phone calls and conversation and dialogue leads us today. So it gives me great pleasure to introduce Alicia Lantz, Superintendent of Business for the Bruce Grey Catholic District School Board. Welcome, Alicia.
Thank you very much, Gary, and welcome everybody, and thank you for being here today. It is a blessing to participate in this announcement today, and it marks a major milestone in all the work that has been done to date on this project in support of our valued students, staff, partners, and Kincardine community. It was 2018 when we first started to talk collaboratively about how might we for our Kincardine Catholic school community. And we're so humbled and so honored by today's announcement. Today's funding announcement provides us with the opportunity to move forward with finalizing the design and moving to tender a project that will see the expansion of 8 additional classrooms, which will allow us the opportunity to move on to the 6 portables and additional temporary spaces created to support our current students. The funding will allow for the addition of 4 childcare rooms, which will support our strong partnership with the YMCA, as well as provide for additional childcare needs for our Kincardine community. This addition will also provide for an expansion to our existing gym, a separation of our bus circle from the parking lot and kiss and drop spaces to increase the health and safety measures. And this announcement will also provide us with an opportunity to address renewal and condition improvement needs throughout the school. So on behalf of the senior administration team, thank you. Thank you to the Honorable Lisa Thompson, the staff at the Ministry of Education, our partners with the YMCA, the municipality of Kincardine, the County of Bruce, our dedicated facilities team, and our school community for the tremendous support over the last 3 years as we continue to work in partnership through the intricacies of this project. Thank you to the staff of St. Anthony's Catholic School for continuing to support this endeavor and for being innovative in your planning as you continue to provide the best possible Catholic education experience for our students in the spaces provided. And thank you to our students and our families for believing in our board and in what we have to offer as a Catholic school community. Our 2020-2021 fiscal operating theme is empowerment, impact, and unleashing our extraordinary. It's a theme we chose that encourages faith, reflection, reconnection, respect, response, and innovation to the challenges that have been put before us. Today's announcement is just one more milestone on our journey. The hard work is still to come as we work through finalizing the plans and providing the best facility to offer the best Catholic education for the Kincardine community. So thank you very much for joining us today for today's announcement.
Thanks, Alicia. Thanks for your words, and more importantly, thanks for all of your hard efforts to bring this project to today's date. And this is one phase, and the next phase is another exciting phase as well. But so thank you very much. We appreciate the work that you do behind the scenes. So thank you. It gives me great pleasure to call on Samantha Pitt, the principal of St. Anthony's Catholic School. Welcome, Principal.
Thank you, Gary. I didn't realize that I would feel so moved to tears when that announcement came. Good morning, everyone. My name is Samantha Pitt, and I have both the honor and the privilege to live out my vocation as the principal at St. Anthony's School in shared leadership with Vice Principal Paul DeVono. We're honored to learn and work with an absolutely exemplary team of educators each and every day, and we're both beyond excited today to be witness and part of this amazing news for our St. Anthony's students. As Alicia referred to earlier, when we first began speaking of a new build in 2018, I was the new vice principal of St. Anthony's at that time. Looking at plans and meeting with Alicia, the board, and many community partners had me dreaming of the day that we may have a gym large enough to house our entire school community together. It became a dream that's since been constantly on my mind. I'm a strong promoter of fitness and health, and I'm an avid believer in connecting physical health to both spiritual and mental health. When children are in a healthy, regulated, mentally prepared place to learn, not only do they learn, they thrive. Doubling the size of our gym will not only bring back the ability to provide quality gym classes to our ever-growing population, it will bring back one of the most integral pieces of our Catholic faith, gathering as one in community, just as Lori referred to. We've been dividing our Christmas concerts into 3 different evenings for as long as I've been here, as we simply just don't have the space to join together as one. Our prayer services and assemblies will once again be possible with either our whole school or our whole division, once we're beyond the pandemic, of course. This investment will support the addition of 8 classrooms and a childcare center, alongside improvements within the facility that will provide enhanced opportunities for our students. We currently have 6 portables outside, and as we grow, we're looking at squeezing classrooms into every possible space in our school that just simply is no longer available. This new build will give us the opportunity to provide quality Catholic education to our students in classrooms that have been designed in innovative ways to support learning in our ever-changing world. On behalf of the entire staff, our parent community, Mr. Devono and myself, we thank you. More importantly, though, we're so very grateful for our students. It is our students who will reap the true benefit of this support and will continue to grow to be responsible citizens as they witness partnerships with community, participate in experiences that support their full potential, and have this tremendous support from the Ministry of Education. Please accept this thanks and true expression of excitement that I know each and every one of our students and staff share with me today. Thank you.
Thank you, Samantha, for your words and for all the work that you do to support the St. Anthony's community. As you've heard from our speakers, this is an important day for the St. Anthony's Catholic School community, for the Bruce Grey Catholic District School Board, and the Kincardine community. This project will position St. Anthony's Catholic Elementary School to support our growing community, ensure that we have an updated and modern facility to provide a space for a quality Catholic education for years to come. Thank you, Mr. Thompson, for your work and your support in moving this forward. Please express to Minister Lecce and his team our deep thanks for their support in this project as well. I also want to thank, again, as been mentioned, Alicia Lantz and Al Hasty from our Building Services Department, who are the leads on this project and have spent endless hours working through the details. So thank you again for your dedicated and committed service. To the students and staff and families of St. Anthony's, it's always exciting to see a building project, and we look forward to watching the transition of the school and then celebrating in grand style the reopening of St. Anthony's. So it's a very exciting day. Again, thank you to the students for joining us today to hear this announcement. We hope that you stay well, and we hope that you stay safe. Thank you to our guests for joining us. As I mentioned before, we thrive when we work together as a community. So we honor the ability to work in community and to work in partnership to support our community, in particular to support our students and support our families as they grow in faith and grow in community. So thank you very much for joining us today. That concludes our presentation today and the announcement. Again, Minister, thank you very much for joining us today. We know how busy your schedule